The shield. A mostly unused weapon due to its lack of damage. I mean, why pick a weapon that takes 3 times longer to kill an enemy when you could take a weapon that does the same but 2 times faster? Today I will show you what the major benefits are to the shield. Let's first talk about the plus sides of the shield. It has the highest stamina of any weapon in the game, sitting at 5 stamina shields. It has the highest push block angle, sitting at about 180 degrees. It has the highest push stagger, an even more powerful version of a push in the form of a heavy bash. Best control weapon in the entire game. The ability to effectively stun elite enemies. Due to its high stamina and block angle, it makes it easier to get allies back up. It is effective against chaos, because chaos needs a long time to recover from stagger. Now this looks great on paper, but such a weapon does come with a few downsides. The downsides are as follows: severe lack of DPS, movement speed is slowed greatly while attacking, movement speed is slowed greatly while blocking, and ineffective dodge. You have to rely on your team to do most of the damage. Less effective against Skaven because they recover faster from stagger than chaos. Ineffective against bosses due to the lack of DPS and dodge. In summary, the shield supports a stand your ground playstyle. It relies less on dodge and more on blocking or staggering enemy attacks when possible. Smart team members will exploit this and stand just a bit behind you while the horde or elite enemies are staggered. They do the killing blow while being relatively safe from enemy attacks. Now that we know what the ups and downsides are, let's go over to my favorite part. Wordless information. Did you know there is a different sound effect when you get hit outside your effective push block angle? Have a listen. Now, what happens if a storm vermin hits you from behind while you block? That's right, you will lose all the stamina you had if it was a heavy attack. If it was a light attack, you will lose about 3. Now, is there a way we can avoid this altogether, beyond the obvious face direction the attack is coming from? Yes, there is. With the skill, 50% increase in push block angle shared among the Foot Knight and Ironbreaker, as well as 30% from the necklace and 30% from the weapon, we can effectively achieve a 360 degree effective push block angle. Now, if you have a keen eye, you may have noticed its push block angle. What I'm saying is that we can push people in a 360 degree around us. That's it for the trivial section. Let's go over the build that I use. I'm so fresh you can suck my nuts. I'm so fresh you can suck my nuts. Swag. Because the shield already has 5 stamina shields, it is not necessary to make a build for more. Instead, use block cost reduction, which is located in the weapon traits and the necklace. This allows you to effectively block high damaging attacks such as a chaos overhead. If you watched my previous video about the two-handed hammer, I talked briefly how a power bonus versus chaos Skaven does not increase the stagger of the pushes. However, the bash does a slight amount of damage, and because it does damage, it benefits from the power bonus such as power versus chaos and power versus Skaven. If you did not know, power increases damage, stagger and cleave, allowing us to heavily stun chaos warriors, maulers and storm riven with a bash.
Whoa! See that, Dory?
For the weapon I choose 10% chaos and 30% block cost reduction. For the trait, it is important you choose the Opportunist, which increases splash strength by 50% if an enemy is attacking. So if a Storm Vermin or Mauler does an overhead, you can push him away without getting hit. For the ranged weapon, it's up to you. I either recommend a handgun, or you could use the Drake gun to quickly remove hordes. Remember, you have no trouble in controlling a horde, but to kill them takes a lot of time. The Drake gun is perfect for these tight situations. For the perks and traits, it is not that important, but if you really want to know, here they are. For the necklace I recommend choosing 20% health, because that's always useful, and 30% block cost reduction. The trait is up to you. For the charm, 10% chaos and 10% inventory. The trait is again up to you. The trinket, 32% grimoire resistance and 30% stamina regeneration to keep your stamina up. The perk is once again up to you. Now that we have that out of the way, let's go over the skill tree. I will be using the Iron Breaker as an example. The 50% increase in push block angle is not really necessary for the shield, as it already has 180. Extra stamina shield is also unnecessary, as we already have 5. That leaves health, which is always good to have. For the second tier, Kazul's duty is always a good one to have, but it relies on people going down. We try to prevent that. The Iron Drake is not worth it, as we won't be using our Drake gun full time. That leaves minus rhythm. It is a skill that is constantly in effect, because we will always try to open our attacks with a heavy attack. For tier 3, Total Fighter is a real good skill to have if you have trouble keeping your health up. Wound Forged is worthless, don't pick it. We will be picking Iron Breaker's Resolve, as this gives further boost to stamina regeneration, as long as we don't get hit. For tier 4, it's a 50-50 for me. Rock Breaker works really well, because the pushes and bashes of our attacks deal a lot of stagger. In return, we can gain a ton of temp health. However, I prefer Hearth God, as I don't like relying on temp health. Use Rock Breaker if you have trouble keeping your health up. As for Grudgeborn, we won't be doing enough DPS to make full use of this. For tier 5, everything is useful. The Heart of Gromriel increases your ability duration, perfect for patrols. Booming Taunt does what it says, it taunts more enemies. And
Wazak! You slime-worshipping Umgi filth merchant! Get your ass on that pit reptile over here!
That's it. I wanted to talk about 20 things more, but that would stretch this video out to 30 minutes. But I have one final thing I'd like to share. And that is, how much temp health can we gain from one bash? Okay, that's it. I'll leave you with the gameplay now.
that is with me, Sigma shall smite you all!
Did you hit any of them, back?
I saw one limp away.
Heroes mighty, heroes strong, through darkened depths we march the throng. Rats and vermin sneak and squeak, guard your hold from deep to peak.